Hello, my special friends. I'm 𝐒 and I come forward upon the rays of love and wisdom to greet thee at this time, and to gift unto thee a divine blessing of integration. Greetings, beloved ones. Integration is such an incredible and amazing part of your consciousness. By opening yourself up to channels of integration means to allow yourself the gift of expansion, for only by accepting integration into your world, thus, by integrating something into your current seed of consciousness, you give yourself permission from the self to the self to be transformed. The key here is permission. Permission is an intense and deep word in your English vocab, and vernacular, if you like, for to be able to give yourself permission to do something is probably one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself. You see, most of humanity flies through lifetime unable to give themselves permission to integrate, to move, to change, and to expand, for they are inevitably trapped within a lower thought vibration which they subconsciously integrated through indoctrination and obliviousness, therefore unable to expand. Be that as it may, you may wish to let sleeping dogs lie, as it matters not who prevented you from integrating or who supported you. What matters is the permission that you consciously and intently give to allow yourself to receive, for you to be able to integrate what you need, and therefore to be able to expand from that. The lessons that we have shared reflects on the various stages of your life. Like with every new process, in the very beginning things seem impossible, like asking you to accept the absolute purity of the Christ light within. Now that is probably the most natural sense active within you as a human spirit personality being, which is never going to change as it is with you to the very end. But depending on whether you actually give yourself permission to integrate this into your current state of consciousness becomes the deciding factor of where you are going to go with it. As once you allow yourself the gift of the integration, you give the self permission to be transformed through it. Your world expands. Like in the meditation, the new you that we taught, and ask this channel to now share and wide, you need to be able to sit down and talk to self, thereby be real with yourself, hence not create a pie-in-the-sky situation of building sand or glass castles that may fall and wither and shatter. What we are saying is, once you feel need, the desire, and the absolute want, step into a divine process of transformation and are prepared to give yourself permission to integrate new energy. Life truly starts changing. Your first introduction into this world as a little one is to recognition of senses. Your lower senses are automatically part of you as a pure, newly born soul spirit being, an automatic sense of permission, really for you. Recognize your mother, father, and siblings before anyone else, but let's not get into the confusing part of this. Let's just stick to the earthly part of this for now. Your senses awaken the divine within to say, let's embrace this lifetime, this world, move along and move ahead. Your senses also awaken the desire to understand what this journey is about by integrating the basic building blocks of life, the elements. You come to realize we are sublimely connected to the magic of the world beyond this one which we could never be separated from. which we ask that you anchor by working with golden and crystalline energy. Beloved ones, the breath of life is what keeps you alive. It is sacred and essential for humanity to think clearly, to oxygenate themselves. By setting the intention to bring about a better understanding of the basic building blocks, it awakens your intuition, especially when tapping into the elements through visualizing and imagining the use of your senses. Humanity shy away from their imagination, let alone intuition. Your imagination is what allows you, your intuition, to fully awaken to the point where you no longer imagine at it as you live it. You allow your imagination to tickle your intuition, and once your intuition is ready, it tells your imagination, "Hello, I'm real." That is the second phase of your divinity, as part of your plan to awaken in this life on earth. Now, I'm not going to please you by putting things into boxes. You are all grown up enough to decide for yourself in which category you wish to place yourself within. The category of the newly awakened, the category of the next awakened, or the category where you give your imagination and intuition permission to be fully integrated, for it to show you something different and profound. That is when you realize that in all the world you are the most profound. Show yourself what you are all about. Hold your own hand and give yourself permission for transformation through acceptance. Love yourself for the true divine sense that you are a multi-faced, multi-dimensional, magical, magnificent expression of light. Let us awaken you to that. That is the next phase of your incarnation, to have the guts to work with yourself. You do so through the understanding that within you is a divine core of absolute pure spirit essence, and it is within that divinity or divine program that you find every answer that you have ever searched for, yearned and treasured for. To enable that, you must apply the tools of intention, intuition, and imagination to embrace a renewed frequency of love by giving yourself permission to integrate. You may ask, I'm here as a human soul spirit being, so what is this all about? What permission should I give myself to integrate higher sense of transformation? Fact is, you are such an incredible being. All you have to do is to allow yourself to discover that, how be real with yourself by allowing the self to open to higher worlds, and everything will be transformed. You see, life takes you through an elevation up a staircase, higher and higher, until you are gone from here. The meditation that we wish to share does just that. It takes you from a lower into a very high frequency over time, as life does. It is the natural flow of being. So then, let us first recognize you as most see themselves. You have a body and a brain, yet you also have a mind of higher thinking, along with so many other wonderful aspects and senses that keeps it all together. Give thanks for it. You ask for abundance, yet the greatest gift that you can ask for is an abundance of health. A healthy brain, mind, and body are most valuable. We understand you enjoy comforts. Who would not? You enjoy the pleasure of your world, yes. But first and foremost, pay respect to the self as an intrinsic, biological, multidimensional being. Revere your imbalance. See to that which needs the attention, and whichever way you would like to chew on my words while you evaluate yourself. But judge, shalt thou not. not in this classroom. Beloved ones, the next of your incredible gifts is consciousness. If your life chord is not present, you are not here, yet your consciousness chord you need to define, redefine, and integrate. By being conscious, or by starting to wake up, you have an awareness of life around you, which brings about consciousness, which we will discuss in more depth in another discourse. Those are your lottery numbers, health and consciousness. Everything begins and ends with the self. By giving yourself permission to integrate higher consciousness, your consciousness chord awakens and evolves. You cannot become the healer if you don't try and heal yourself by loving yourself, for that is what healing is, love. If it is meant for you to heal, you will heal, and if not, love it anyway and leave it behind. But do not let it hold a hammer over your head, for you are the one that said, "Sign me up for the party." Nobody convinced you to come here, so why would you let something here convince your life process to be seared otherwise? And that goes for all obsessions. Since you are in charge, why not take charge over your cells, tissue, and DNA by giving it permission to integrate all we have spoken of, like in the meditation? You must address and transform your biological blueprint because you can. It's like the motherboard of a computer. To change the outcome, you must see to the finer detail, to rewire the whole step by step, bit by bit, level by level, until you are finally able to integrate newer, or rather more, information, which will reprogram the process of your life. There is a lot of resistance still, but then again we have a lot of patience and we have infinite backup. The same way that we back up you, you must become the consciousness policeman of your own world. How? Open up and work with your pineal, pituitary, hypothalamus, and thalamus, and address your nerve plexuses. Thus, you give yourself permission to integrate higher aspects of your third eye. In so doing, use your machine gun of love to blast the life out of everything you don't want, and at the same time explode into your subconscious and conscious every crystalline opportunity of that which you wish to integrate and manifest, thereby giving yourself permission to do so. You may walk down the street and say yourself, "Yes, this I want. Yes, that I want." Instead say, "I want consciousness." Affirm, "I listen to the song of my soul orchestrating and rearranging a brand new frequency of perfection for me." Your soul is helping you to create a new song. Listen. Your soul sense oversees the physically. The spirit sense oversees the soul sense. The higher self oversees all that, and your monad is all of that in one vacuum. You cannot be separate from your higher self. Lean in and tap into it. It facilitated this passage and to a great extent filter and facilitates the crossing of the golden bridge, the awakening of your antakarana, as it continuously filters a higher understanding into your being throughout your daily life. Then, as you do unto the self, do unto all others, and in doing, you become a proud carrier of the new earth DNA, carrying a renewed divine blueprint. We refer to your DNA as the divine intelligent energy source. As you rescript your DNA, it automatically impresses onto the planet. Beloved ones, as you walk down the road along the beautiful journey of life, you have all sorts of cells, skin, and hair shedding from your body. Your DNA is everywhere. Let your feet and hands imprint the parts that perhaps you have missed. So go ahead and give yourself permission to integrate a new blueprint, which you automatically share to inspire others. Allow the magnificent love that surrounds you, planet, to fill your being. Allow the beautiful vibration frequency of divinity, peace, and healing to become you. At these troubled times, when your world has become shaky, don't ever forget that you are divinely guided and protected, that you are cradled within the hand of the one that created you, the one that created all. Focus your heart sense on doing good and remember the easiest way to transform your world or anything else in your world, including all that is of discord, is by loving it. May the light of Christ be within you, now and always in all ways. And please understand and remember that not now or not ever can you be alone. I'm 𝐒𝐿, I'm the Lord and the Master 𝐂𝐻𝐿 of the gold race of love and wisdom, and I greet and I bless and love you and hug you with love, Donnie, Channel, 𝐂𝐮𝐠𝐞, Lingenfelder.